Carl Jung, A Journey into the Mind. Carl Gustav Jung was one of the most important thinkers in the field of psychology. He was born on July 26, 1875 in Keswil, Switzerland, and lived a fascinating life filled with discoveries about the human mind. His ideas have had a lasting impact on psychology, art, religion, and even popular culture. Let's explore his life and his contributions. Early life. Carl Jung grew up in a small Swiss village near a lake. His father was a pastor, and Jung was curious about religion and spirituality from a young age. However, his childhood wasn't always happy. He was often lonely because his parents argued, and he had few close friends. To make up for this, Jung spent a lot of time daydreaming, exploring nature, and thinking deeply about the world. Jung was also an excellent student. He loved reading, and books about ancient cultures and mythology fascinated him. This early interest in myths and symbols would later play a big role in his career. Education and career. Jung studied medicine at the University of Basel, where he developed an interest in psychiatry, the study of mental illnesses. After earning his medical degree, he began working at a psychiatric hospital in Zurich, Switzerland. It was here that Jung started his groundbreaking research into the human mind. One of his first big contributions was the development of the word association test. In this test, Jung would say a word, and the patient had to respond with the first word that came to mind. The test helped Jung discover unconscious thoughts, ideas, and feelings hidden deep in the mind. Jung also began working with Sigmund Freud, another famous psychologist. Freud believed that many of our thoughts and behaviors are influenced by unconscious desires, often related to childhood experiences. Jung admired Freud and considered him a mentor, but their friendship didn't last. Breaking away from Freud. Jung and Freud had different ideas about how the mind works. Freud focused on sexuality as the main driving force behind human behavior. Jung, however, believed that the mind was much more complex. He thought that myths, dreams, and symbols from different cultures also played a big role in shaping who we are. In 1913, Jung and Freud ended their friendship and professional relationship. This was a turning point in Jung's life. He went through a period of deep reflection, which he called his confrontation with the unconscious. During this time, Jung wrote and drew images that reflected his inner thoughts, which later became part of a book called The Red Book. Major contributions to psychology. Jung's ideas may seem complex, but they can be broken down into some key concepts. Number 1, the collective unconscious. Jung believed that everyone shares a part of the mind called the collective unconscious. This is like a storage space for ideas and symbols passed down from generation to generation. For example, stories about heroes, monsters, and wise old people can be found in myths and fairy tales worldwide. Jung called these shared symbols archetypes. Number 2, archetypes. Archetypes are universal symbols or patterns that appear in myths, stories, and dreams. Some examples include the hero, someone who goes on a journey to overcome challenges. the shadow, the darker, hidden side of a person, the wise old man, a guide or teacher who offers advice. Jung believed that understanding these archetypes could help people understand themselves better. Number 3, introversion and extroversion. Jung introduced the terms introvert and extrovert, which describes two different personality types. Introverts tend to focus inward, enjoying solitude and deep thinking. Extroverts focus outward, enjoying social activities and being around others. These ideas are now a big part of modern psychology and personality tests, like the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator or the MBTI. Number 4, dream analysis. Jung believed that dreams were a way for the unconscious mind to communicate with the conscious mind. He encouraged people to pay attention to their dreams, as they could reveal hidden feelings, fears, and desires. Number 5, individuation. Jung thought that the goal of life was individuation, which means becoming the best version of yourself. This involves balancing different parts of your personality and understanding your inner self. Influence beyond psychology. Jung's ideas didn't just influence psychology, they also impacted art, religion, and literature. Many writers, filmmakers, and artists have used Jung's concepts of archetypes and the collective unconscious in their work. For example, movies like Star Wars and The Lion King include archetypes like the hero and the mentor. Jung's work has inspired spiritual movements and discussions about the meaning of life. Later life. Jung continued to write and teach about psychology throughout his life. He traveled to many countries, studying different cultures and religions. This helped him learn more about how people think and how myths and symbols connect all of us. Jung lived a long and productive life, passing away on June 6, 1961, at the age of 85. Even after his death, his ideas continue to shape how we understand the human mind. Why Carl Jung matters. Carl Jung was a pioneer who dared to explore the mysteries of the human mind. His work reminds us that we are more than just our thoughts and actions. We are shaped by our history, culture, and dreams. Jung believes that by understanding ourselves and the symbols around us, we could lead more meaningful lives. Whether you're interested in psychology, art, or storytelling, Jung's ideas offer valuable insights into what it means to be human. His legacy is a testament to the power of curiosity, creativity, and the desire to understand ourselves and the world.